Hello my fellow Fall of the Samurai players, Zaript here. And I was asked to show a game against... to show how do I play against artillery campus. And I wasn't able to find a good replay fast enough, but this is somewhat passable game. It's still very low level, it's a bit long, but it will nicely show you how should you one way to deal with artillery campus. It will. So I hope it will be somewhat useful, even so it's not even a middle level game, I believe. Well, whatever. So let's start with army compositions. I have my usual LUD build, balanced build. I have 4 hierarchy, 2 of them level 6, 2 of them a bit weaker, level 2. I have Imperial Guard Cavalry, I have 4 Black Tortoise Forces, I have United States Marines. Here, instead of Vermilion Bot Force, I have Shogun Guard Infantry, vanilla one. Man, and I don't know what's happening with my FPS. I'm lagging a bit. And I have 2 Yarikachi with 2 attacks and upgrades in attack each. My general is some mix between gun and Bushido. So, let's take a look at the map. And my opponent have Armstrong gun, vanilla one, with a lot of line units. He have 150 range Blackbeards and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 1. Just 7 line units he have, and 6 of them 125 range, I believe. I didn't even count it really. Oh, he have 2 150 range units, Blackbeards and Blackbeards, and he have 4 hierarchy, which with quite a lot of upgrades, as you can see. 21 attack, 21 attack, 24 attack, and 1 hierarchy is hidden. I know it is, because I have seen 4 of them with my Shinobi Informer. So, first of all, most maps allow you to deal with artillery at the early stage using very simple tactic. From the very start, you put your most expensive unit in the forest, and then you allow your opponent's artillery to shoot some at your cheaper one, and I don't know which he shoot it at. Yeah, he is shooting my Yarikachi in loose formation. Well, good luck getting your artillery cost effective. So what I'm going to do at the beginning is I'm just testing him. He have very strong cavalry, so I want to see if he is planning to play actively or passively. And he even have a better dojo than me. He have archery dojo, while I have a farmhouse. So I kind of restrict him here. I put my forces in the forest and I'm going to camp this forest. These forces I don't want to move yet because I just want to see if I get passive artillery user, or active one. So, from what he does, I see that he is quite passive. He plans to protect his artillery using his line, so he clearly wants me to attack. And he's going to use his cavalry just to stop my cavalry from running and getting his Armstrong gun. Okay then. What I do is I take one position at a time. He gives me full map control, right? So all I have to do is to get good encirclement while making sure that my units never get into position where they will be easily destroyed by his cavalry. I know that he hidden his force hierarchy somewhere, so I'm not charging my level 2 hierarchy stupidly in this forest, which I probably would have. I'm first sending my Yarikachi. So I want to clear this forest first. I want to get this forest, and that will let me completely seal his movements. This is my first part of my plan. And as you can see, there is no moment in time when he can easily destroy any of my forces. He can try to get this cavalry or this Yarikachi, but I can fall back easily. Here, he cannot afford to use his line to get this Yarikachi. So what I did? Now I got this forest. Now I'm moving my black tortoise force closer. He may try to get my this black tortoise force while it's on the move, but he will pay for it greatly. He will pay all cavalry he sends, which I actually want to. I want him to took this bait, but he didn't. And as you can see, his artillery didn't do that much. Well, he did a mistake by putting them in this forest. They hitting trees sometimes. But even if he put them here, for example, it still will not be of much use. And you see, it's on full speed. It looks like nothing happens, but it actually is. I move one unit at a time in such a way that all of my units always protected. Now, when I got position here, he cannot do anything with this forest now. He will have to really commit to put me out of this forest. He have to really commit to put me out of this forest. And he is actually getting quite a lot of forces on this flank. And now I get my other forces, which were hidden. Well, he knew about them probably, but now he knew about them for certain. And I don't need to rush anything. Now I'm going to get here, and I will get a local superiority. My Yarikachi already here. My unit, well, we will see it. You see, he has to face 3 directions. And there is no point in time where he can put a good use to his Armstrong guns, because my expensive units always protected by trees. And they never stay in the open. Even if he sees them, even if I put them out of their hiding position, it's just to move them. It's never to stay on open ground. And I believe I'm out of the range here. So now I'm moving my United States Marines closer. And I'm just putting pressure on all sides. And I'm watching him from above all the time. Because the moment he tries to send his cavalry to get this one, I need to pull back. So there is no contingent he can easily destroy. And what important is, he may try something. He may try to take 2 line units, push here, and with all his cavalry, with 2 line units, he probably can destroy this contingent, right? And what I do at this situation, oh man, sorry, this fight started, but it's not important. You have to remember that you are not here to fight. As long as he attacks your position with superior forces, all you have to do is pull back a little and use other forces to hit him from the flank. So you want him to put his forces away from his artillery, and he wants to stay. So as you can see, he plays very passively. I almost made him to put his forces into the full circle. And now, when I got my Yarikachi here, 2 of my Black Tortoise here, I'm getting my United States Marines closer. I got a local superiority here, you see? It's only 2 of his Black Tortoise forces. Man, what is... Oh man, I'm sorry, this video will be awful, but I'm not going to shoot this again. Anything happening? Okay, no. So I'm just exchanging shots. I created imbalance I want, and he still cannot move these forces from here. But what is important, and what you should be able to do to incorporate something like that, when he starts shifting his forces here, you will need to attack at some point, because you don't want to fight one fight where he can shift these line units very fast here. He can get superiority here, and at this moment when he does it, you want to attack from other side. Well, let's see what is happening, because finally it will be some action going on. Okay, let's take a look at this. Because of line of sight issues, this Azure Dragon Force actually winning the fight. They get first volley, even thought I was staying in the position, so I'm sending my Yarikachi. And another thing is, now I'm just sending my Yarikachi to screen out my opponent's cavalry, and my cavalry is charging this Azure Dragon Force. And I got a free 150 range unit because he mismicroed and put in range of my United States Marines. And you see, I only lost 5 men on this United States Marines so far. His artillery was absolutely useless. I didn't give it a chance to shoot at all. But now it's actually becoming a little risky for me here. Even thought that I have a very good exchange here. Now I have to commit to this attack. Well, maybe I shouldn't actually. I could have pulled away quite easily without any risk. But still, I'm committing to this attack, and I'm committing on this flank. You see, he isn't that stupid, right? I moved single unit of my Black Tortoise Force here. He had seen it, and he just sent his Yariki to destroy the single unit. He isn't that bad. He knows the strength of cavalry. But it was all prepared by me this time. So now he lost all of his cavalry. Oh no, he still have 2, but it's over now. It's really over. My 150 range United States Marines alive, and I'm attacking him from all the sides. My cavalry getting into melee, my Yarikachi getting into the melee. It's over. So, what happened here? It's very simple rules against Armstrong gun user. He wants to be passive. Let him. Move your units in such a way that they never move on open ground for too long. You want to move them from forest to forest. Hide and wait. And you want to put your forces in such a way that he needs to do just a little movement to get you. And you want to pull back and bait him. And if he stays around his artillery, well, okay, you just prepare your forces, and then using your cavalry or something else, you create a little imbalance, which you always can do. Why? Because his artillery cost 1,300 koku. So you have at least 1,000 koku units more than him. And this is a force that will allow you to create that local superiority that will win you the game. It's not always that easy, but to be honest, on ladder I win, or maybe 90% of my games against artillery campus. It's and remaining 5% I usually lose just because I get impatient. It's very rare occasion when you meet someone who is very good with artillery. There is couple of long clan members. So I had 100 more men, and it was medium funds battle. For some reason. So I have exactly 1 unit more than my opponent. And I killed 3 units more if we put these numbers into units instead of men. So my United States Marines did really well this time. And they didn't even start the fight. You have seen how I pulled them closer only when I was absolutely sure that all of my forces are already in position. This Black Tortoise Force, okay. So, As expected, when fight started, my cavalry went in and wrecked kills. And my opponent, he didn't even manage to get a lot of kills on his Armstrong gun. And even if he did, well, to pay for this Armstrong gun, he have to use to destroy at least 2 units of Black Tortoise forces with it. And I never get him chance to kill even half a unit, which is very important. And in the end, when all of my forces were actually in the open, it didn't matter that much, because I put them in open when I started full-on engagement. But before I committed all of my forces, because before they were all in the position, I didn't give him any chances to shoot. So that's basically how I play. And another thing is, it's composition-wise, when I play on the maps that favor artillery, instead of 2 units of Yarikachi, I usually bring 1 Yarikachi and 2 spear levies, and I use spear levies to cap the dodgers, so 2 spears in loose formation can stay under the fire of artillery for a very long time. Okay then, if I meet strong artillery camp and on another camp map, I will probably, I don't know, cast it if someone's still interested. Well, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Okay then, I hope it was interesting and useful, and I hope to see you again on my channel.